Ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas in June. What's up, guys? Welcome to another stream. I'm going to keep working on my Secret Santa application called Giftex. Last time I made a ton of progress with a create group screen and see all your group screen and a see an individual group screen. But what I kind of did was just left everything a mess. Things look bad. There's no styling. So I just want to go through and kind of clean some stuff up today. Start off the week a little bit slow. So let's jump right in today. First thing I noticed is that I've got two linter errors here, basically about props validation. So router and router.query are not defined in prop types. So let's go ahead and get that going. So we always import prop types from prop types. Oh man, is it not installed? Package.json. Look at that, it's not even installed. So let's go ahead and add it with yarn. Let me just remember the syntax. Prop types. Yeah. Install prop types from, okay. Okay, it's good. It has now been installed. Import prop types from prop types. And now we can use it down here. All right, so the thing is, I don't even know what router and query are. So let's log them out. We'll log props, props.router, and props.router.query, just to see what they are. No, that's correct. Okay. Pop open the dev tools, refresh. What's going on? Index.js, this is not logging. Maybe I need to restart the server. Let's see, on a side note, I had a great Father's Day. Hit the grocery store with the family in the morning, which I actually really enjoy spending the time with the kids at the grocery store. You know, the wife kind of gets the shopping done and I just kind of push the cart and feed them and play with them and distract them. And then in the afternoon, we hit our neighborhood pool and wound up meeting our neighbors there, had a good time, just chilling and hanging out. A very relaxed day. That's kind of what I was looking for my Father's Day, just no rush. And if you didn't know, I do have two kids, an older daughter and a younger son. All right. So let's see, I'm still getting... Oh, I'm getting no logs because this is the group page, group index. So that's where we need to go. Let's see. No, let's go to login. We'll log in as me. We'll go to groups. Here we go. There's a group. And this should give us, okay. So we've got router, which is an object. Oh no, this is props. This is props.router, and this is props.router.query. Yeah. And even that's an object. So let's just go ahead and pop that in. So router is a prop types dot object I don't think object of is the right thing to use here. Yeah, that actually fixes the error. That's good. Just make sure that's coming in. And we can actually just destructure this to grab the router. Yeah, cool. Even better. Okay, so cool. Now we have no more problems. Let's just go ahead and commit that. What did I do? I added prop types and added the prop type for router. Awesome. And now one of the things I love is just I can just type now and this deploys to Giftex dot well, I'll show you here in a sec. So you see this is Giftex dash some hash dot now dot sh. But it aliases it after it builds to Giftex dot bradgarropy dot now dot sh. Pretty cool. So that was just some code cleanup. Now what do we need to do? On our index page, let's check it out. We'll go home. We don't need to do this user stuff. This was just an example for myself to show database reads. And I've already got that done, so let's get rid of that. So we don't need users or set users or use effect. None of that stuff. Don't even need Firebase. Cool, just says home, okay. Now, the next thing I want to do is kind of fix up these navigation links on the top right. You'll notice that no matter if somebody's logged in or not, home, register, login, and log out are all always there. And that's not the way it should be. We should have like only register and login show up if somebody's not already authenticated. So let's work on this some. So this is going to be in the header. We'll go components, header. And okay, we've got the welcome message and then the navigation. Oh yes, I put that as part of the navigation. So you've got home, register, login, and log out. So, oh, and here's like what I was saying. This aliases to giftex.bradgarropy.now.sh anytime you push something. Pretty sweet. So what we need to do here is wrap this in some kind of conditional about the user. Maybe we make a component just called authentication that handles that, the login, log out, and register. So there we go. I got a component called authentication. And the navigation, all this stuff is going to come out of here, and we're just going to have authentication. Which we will import from authentication from authentication. Cool. So what's authentication going to do? It's actually going to do the exact same thing. All right, what's the issue? Link is not defined. Cool. All right, we should. What's the issue now? Logout is not defined. Right. All right, sweet. So all we need to do is put in a conditional here, which means we're going to have to pull in the user context. Yeah. So we need use context from React, and we need the user context. So this is a React hook to grab context, and user context is the context that we want to get. We will grab it here. User context is equal to the hook use context with user context provided. So from here, now we have access to see if a user exists. So we can grab the user out of the return here. And let's just log the user. So we're going to see in some cases, see, look, undefined because nobody's logged in. But let's go ahead and do a login. It's going to refresh, and we have a user. So here's what we want to do. It's essentially going to be a ternary. If a user exists, meaning somebody is logged in, we only want to show logout. If they don't exist, then we want to show these other two things. So here's the basic structure. If there's a user, we want to show logout. And if there's not a user, we want to show the register and login links. Prettier's not going to format that for me. Right. Okay, so now it formatted it. So let's see. Nobody is logged in. We've got a home, register, and login. Now we're going to log in. Ooh. Say what? Invalid email? What? Looks like a valid email to me. Okay, there we go. That is so weird. And so now I'm logged in. There's my email, and now I just have a logout button. Sweet. Something is definitely wrong with auto-filling these passwords. Oh well. Great. Cool. I think we're good. Props aren't used here, so we're just going to get rid of them. No prop types, and we're good. All right, what's the next thing I want to tackle? So, styles are bad. And honestly, I'm not really planning on styling this application till later. I don't even have a logo yet, so I don't know color themes. I don't know any kind of general design. But what I do want to get done is at least like laying out the components so they make sense. So I hate this horizontal situation. Let's fix that. Oh, well, let's commit this first. So we added the authentication component, which reads the user context and gets the user. This could either be undefined if nobody's logged in, or an object if we do have somebody logged in. We use a ternary to decide whether to show the logout button if somebody's logged in, or the register and login links if somebody is not logged in. Navigation, we ripped that out and just stuck in our authentication component, and index, we removed all of this stuff. Oh, let's go back to index. I think we have a problem. Yeah, we no longer need these hooks here. We took them out. So what do we do? Add authentication component, adjust header based on authentication state. And once again, we will deploy right now to now using the now CLI. You just type now, it takes your current repository and pushes it. You know, the last time I tried this, it says update available, run now update to update. Last time I tried this, it did not work. So once this gets done, I'll give it another shot. Choking on my water. Okay, what is next? Yeah, the login and register screens need to look different for sure. So let's get that done. Here's the login component. We'll start here. A lot of accessibility lint errors I need to address. So we're going to need some styled components here. And actually, this might be a good time to define some base elements. So one of the things we're going to need is an input field. So we'll pull in styled components, and then we're going to use it. So const, we'll just call it input with a capital I, is going to be a style.input. Let's just make this background red for now, and we'll export it. Make sure this is working. So over here on the login page, let's just import that. I'm getting no autocompletes here. Why? Whatever. I think that should be it. And instead of input, we will make this a styled input. Cool, yeah. So for a second there, yeah, now it's background red. Awesome. So it is getting the actual style. So let's start styling this. Definitely want a border radius. Maybe like 1 rem. Whoa, that's too much. We definitely want some padding. And let's say, for now, let's say border none. Yeah. Let's say padding 0.2 rems. No, I need more than that. Let's say no border. Let's do 1 pixel solid black. Three pixels solid black. Make it chunkier. And padding, we're gonna do. It goes top right, bottom left. Trouble. Top right, bottom left. So on the top and bottom, we might want like what? 0.75 rems, and left and right. We'll do like 1 rem. I don't know. See how that looks. And now let's give it a border radius of 0.5 rems, just to round them. Yeah, that's nice. What does 0.75 look like? Yeah, even better. Drop it down to 2 pixels. Okay, I like that. Yeah. And who knows? This could be like candy cane or some shit. I don't know. What if I did like dotted red? See, that kind of look like a candy cane. Oh. Oh, that's so crazy. We'll leave it solid. And let's pick a good red. Need like a good Christmas red. Like kind of like that burgundy. That's cool. So we'll go down to our themes or our colors. And ooh, that looks dark on the page. Like too dark. Can I just get an image? Yeah, just like show me. Ooh. Ooh. See, somebody has the eye for design here. All right, this guy wins. I'm just gonna steal these. And get them all formatted properly. All right, so let's see. You've got like red, light red, red. How do you want to call that? Red. I don't even know what this other one is. Yeah. So let's see. The CC is red. Cases have to match. We'll call this one light red. I think we're going to go green and dark green. And then just like some random blue. So where were we in our login? We were we were styling the input. Yeah, and its theme color's red. Yeah, okay, looks better. Alrighty. So still on our login page. What's the deal with these labels? Inspect. What display is this? Display inline. What if we did like display block. Let's make a label component as well. So we'll import styled from styled components, create a label, custom label, which will be a styled.label. And yeah, we'll do a display block on them. And then over here in our login, we need to make sure we import it. And correct lowercase label to uppercase label. And now, oh, what's happening? Oh yeah. We didn't export label. All right, cool. So at least they're like a little bit better. See, and instead of making that block, I really just want to make this a form field. So this is something we'll probably use a lot of, where the label is always above the input. So let me explain my reasoning here. I wrap this in a form field, and that's going to be a form where forms will always flow vertical, top to bottom. Oh yeah, so if a form will always be like display grid, and each thing in it will be a grid row. And I can put a grid gap on there and everything will be sweet. And then form field will always make sure label goes on top of input. It'll be display grid as well. So two new files, form.js and formfield.js. So we'll rename this to form and form field. I don't know why that's taking so long. We'll just do it manually. And I think this is something that Scott Tolinsky always does. Sometimes he makes index files for certain directories, and this might be something worth doing. So form is going to be a display grid. Fix that quick typo. Cool. And form field is going to be display grid. And form field will form will justify items start. Perfect. And it'll have a row gap of 2 rem. Yes. Just give that some space. Perfect. Now, let's make this login button a little more fun. Actually, form field. Let's do something with that. We probably want a row gap of like 1 rem. Give that a little breathing room. Yeah. And so let's make like a submit button. And how about just button? This will be used for any like primary button. So the button, I think, should kind of follow this input with the border radius and the padding. Where is it? Here we go. So we're importing the button style that we just created, and we're going to use it here. All right, it's yelling at us. Button is not defined. Yeah. Exactly right. All right, cool. So we want even more padding. Even more padding. Yeah, better. How does this input get its width? Let's make sure we're getting this right here. All right, cool. Okay. Go back to login screen. Okay, yeah, we were fixing this button. We really want this to be the green. I think that would be cool. Actually, and not just the border. It needs to have a background of this theme. And no shadow. Oh no, that's a border. And we probably want its color to be white. Excuse me. Oh. And we want the font weight to be bold. 600. And we want it a little bit bigger. Too big. Like the same size? What is that? You're not going to tell me the font size on that? Of course not. That's okay. Anyways, I think we're looking good there. That button should also say login, one word. And on success, this needs a redirect back home. So how did we do redirects? I think we did it on like the group page when you create a new group. Any day now. All right, whatever, it's right there. Okay, yeah. Router.push. Router from next router. So let's see, we'll log out and we'll do this again. Log in, boink. I'm going to go off stream for just 1 second so you don't see this, because I really want to save this password. See, the thing is, I've got localhost saved on here. We got to add a new one. So right now I'm just attempting to add a new password for this. It's being difficult. For some reason. Yeah, okay, there we go. Okay, back to streaming. Cool. So yeah, now it auto-completes for me. Thank you. All right. Okay, great. And now we got redirected to the front page, and now we can log out, and that's perfect. Okay. And then maybe let's style the logout button. Or just make it a button. Same thing. So we'll import button from the style component we just made. Let's see what it looks like. Whoa, yeah. I mean, too big, obviously. One thing we need to adjust is the cursor. It needs to be a pointer. Cool. Just because I love my emojis, we got to get this present on there for sure. Wrapped in span and have role image and an ARIA label. A lot of special stuff for emoji. Cool. Okay. We're getting somewhere tonight. Let's unhover, make that button dark green. That might look nice. Yeah, perfect. I mean, this obviously looks like poop right now. All the crazy colors and stuff. We're okay. Let's do the red on top for the header. And the footer, we'll do the light red. Just to get the Christmas theme going. Ugh, I do not like that light red. What did I just look up? Christmas colors? Yeah, and then somebody had a code pen in there. So good. Where is it? Right here. Yeah, that one's got to go. Maybe the bottom is blue. Maybe the bottom is gray. Colors, where is it? Colors. Do I have a gray? I don't even have a gray. We're going to get rid of the purples because we ain't going to need them. Maybe it's just white. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Kind of like that. Anyways, this is what we're working with so far. Kind of like it. All right, so once we're logged in, now what do we do? Now what do we do? I don't want that to be so crazy. Yeah, just the name. Okay, cool. So this one over here on the right needs to be align items center. So I believe this is the navigation. Perfect. Yeah, I mean that's too big, obviously. We'll fix that later. Actually, that Giftex could be like a H3. Just get that a little bit bigger. Maybe an H4. Yeah, that's cool. Okay, so now I'm logged in. What can I do? See, this is where you need to be able to get to, like, this is where you need to be able to go to the groups page. So let's log out. We'll log in again. And it dumps me to, yeah, the groups page. Sweet. Okay, it looks like the groups page needs a little bit of styling. Pages, groups. Yeah, so let's style this up a little bit. So let's grab styled from styled components. Once again, let's make a new component called group. And this will be a styled link. So this will take the link from Next and style it. And right now, let's just give it a background red to make sure it's working. It's not working. Failed prop type link, unknown props found, class name. Let's look this up. Styled Next.js link with styled components. Yeah, it's not going to work. That is not going to work. All right, I'll read the second one, and then we'll go from there. I tried this and it seems to be working fine. Well, let's try styling the link on the inside. Yeah, A cannot appear as a descendant of A. Oh. Yeah, that worked. So let's do this. Actually, we didn't really even need to. What we really needed to do is put a wrapper on this whole thing. Not this. And then do. Because I was mostly concerned about their ordering in a list. Right? You need to make that. Yeah, that's fine. We'll let it be ugly for now, but we'll just display grid on that. And give it a row gap of 1 rem. So what is this, display block? Why is it so big? Display block, yeah. That can't be display block. Where's it getting that from? Awesome. Okay. So now those are awesome. It's a little better. So now if somebody's logged in, let's put back up in the navigation. A link to groups. But only if they're logged in. We're going to have to make this a fragment because it has to return 1 chunk of markup. And I hate to say it, but now all of a sudden, I don't think I like the authentication component. What happens on logout here? They need to get redirected. Okay, cool. All right, honestly, I think that might be a good stopping point for today. We changed a lot of the colors. We styled this login thing, which still looks like crap, but you know, we're getting there. We styled the groups thing. You can go to a specific group, go back to groups. Oh, these are still like super wide. Oh. See, this probably has to do with, yeah, justify items start. Yeah, let's fix that. So in the groups page, yep, we've got justify items start. And it doesn't matter what their display is. Ah! Yeah, sweet. Actually, maybe if it's not too hard, I can do... Oh, register needs to be the same thing. So let's grab the login one and take all these and do the same thing in register. Register, we need a form. That needs to be a label. That needs to be an input. And this needs to be a button. There, now register looks just as good. Almost just as good. Forgot to put the form field on there. Yeah, sweet. And that shouldn't say register, or it shouldn't say sign up, it should say register. Okay, awesome. And one of the things I kind of want to do with all the content in the layout is stick it in the center. So where is it? Layout, display grid. Then we have this container thing, which that's what I want to mess with. Cool, is that what we want? Yeah, okay, sweet. Same thing with login. Yep. And so once we get logged in, everything's nice and centered up. Your groups, doink, there's a group. Sweet. All right, it's looking good. Yeah, tonight was just chill. Nothing too hard. Nothing to make me think too much. Just playing around, cleaning stuff up. Oh, another thing we could do fast is the index. Let's look in styles. What if we had... I've never done this before. So if we had an index... Scott Tolinsky. Let's go check out your Instagram. Dev process, maybe? No. Maybe it's on level up. Yeah. Level up code base. There we go. Okay. Let's see. How does he do this index thing? Okay, here we go. Import. Export star. Oh, wow. I didn't know you could do that. Like export star from. So let's see if we can do this. Export star from button. Export everything from container. Export everything from form field, input, and label. So now what happens? Let's try this login screen. Instead of having all these different things, how does he import it? From imports, UI utilities. So mine would be different. I would say import form field, label, input, and button from styles. Does that work? This was in the login component. Yeah, okay. Something's wrong. Buttons, cards, drop down menu, blank input. Yeah, I think it's because like the way I export from here. So like that. To export like as an object and then this will be something new for me if I get this to work. So yeah, like all those are exported as objects. Oh shit, I just affected like everything else. Let's do one thing at a time, buddy. Let's do container first because it's only used in one place. So there's container, and let's do export star from container. And container is exported as an object here, and it's used in layout. So let's head there and, well, first of all, this should work. Okay, it does. And moreover, this should work. And it does. Okay. So then I think we can double down on this. So let's do button next. What uses button? So import button from styles. Cool. Import button from styles. That's it. Import button from styles. Okay. Now this should compile. Oh. Now it should compile. Yeah, okay. Let's do it. So let's do this to all of our components. We did it to button. Did it to container. There's form. Form field. Input and label. Then in the index file, yep, everything is getting exported. And now in all of our components, so we've got form, form field, label, input, and button. And that should take care of that. Okay, we'll go to register here. Same thing. Form field, label, input, button. Yeah, look at that. It's really shortening up our imports. Home page works. Register page works. Login page works. Yeah, looks like we're good. Thanks, Scott. That's pretty dope. Let's do global styles as well. Where was that used? App, document? I can't remember. Global styles here. Maybe have to restart it because we made changes to styles does not contain a default export. Right. Sick. We could do the same thing for context, although like we don't have a lot of context yet. There you go, user context and user provider. That's already set up. So let's search user context. Cool. Okay. Try this again. Doing the same thing for context, even though we only have one context. Yeah, that seems to be working. I just want to Instagram level up. Yeah, I just want to make sure he was doing the same thing. He just calls it global state. Yeah, same thing. Sweet. Thanks, Scott. Use your tip there. All right, I think that's enough for today. We're approaching midnight, which is usually when I stop streaming. Had a couple viewers pop in today, not too bad. Changed a shit ton of files. Whoa. All right, one thing at a time. So I'll say directory index files. Now we'll do all of like the style components. Oh, there we go. Our colors. And now we'll do all the style components. I try to group commits logically, even if I'm breaking the build in between. All right, so let's see. So the header, we did some interesting stuff. We created that authentication component. Yep, which the header then took advantage of. So the navigation technically took advantage of. right. What else we got? And this is just styling. So styling and redirect to groups on login. And that's everything. Let's deploy this to now and make sure it all works. Oh, I was supposed to run now update, see if that works for me. It did not last time. Build, build, build. Let's go. I gotta say, I've been liking Now and Next. Definitely good tools. And really loving this new VS Code theme with the operator mono font and West Boss's color scheme. It looks so good. I can't wait to make my own. That's just going to be, it's going to be a lot of trial and error to see what I like. Okay, now let's go. Here we go. Here we go. All right. Here's the site. It works. Any flat? Ooh. See, it is still doing that pop in. I don't know why that is. Styled components. Hopefully it's not an issue. All right, well, happy with what we've got now. I think this is going to be my screenshot, so I'll end the stream here, take the screenshot, and get this posted up. Thank you guys for watching tonight. What's next? What's next? Next time on Ho Ho Ho, Make a Secret Santa app with Brad, we're probably going to be implementing a wish list feature or a random matching feature and then sending an email to the folks. That would be pretty cool. All right, so tune in next stream. That'll be tomorrow to watch me continue to make progress on this application that has to be done by Christmas. See you guys next time. Peace.